were due to fly out back home to Australia at 11 a.m. So I had until 9 a.m. to spear a monster dogtooth tuna. Just screaming at the top of the lungs. It was just chaos. Sharks like instantly on the dogtooth. Bring back a bit of that primitive hunting side in all of us. Why in hell am I letting this fish get away from us? I was shaking, like, I just couldn't believe it. That day was absolutely insane. Like, I can still remember the feeling of holding up this 26-kilo fish in my arms and just screaming at the top of the lungs in the middle of nowhere. It was our last day in Vanuatu, so I had until 9 a.m. to spear a monster dogtooth tuna. At sunrise that morning, we chucked all of our spearfishing gear, all of our crap into this tiny little rubber ducky. We had the big tuna gun, the coachman's gun, 2 reel guns, a flasher. We had fish to chum up with, so we were all set and ready to go. And we had about an hour and a half in the water before we had to hop out. We got my goggles on, jumped in the water, and as soon as we jumped in the water, it was on.
Doggy!
So I was drifting on the big gun, and when you're the one who has the tuna gun, there's a lot of pressure.
You didn't see him? No, he's under the flasher.
When I spotted that infamous white dot of a dogtooth swim under me, I took a breath and I just completely missed the shot. I had so much adrenaline inside of me that I let it get to me. Came back up to the surface and the boys like, okay, reload the gun. So I passed the gun to Luke, he reloaded it for me, kept on drifting. A few more doggies swam under us, but I just was not relaxed. I wasn't composed. Time was running out. We checked our watches. We had about 10 minutes left in the water because Luke and I were almost going to miss our flight. We were just about to pack up and I hear Luke just yell at the top of his lungs, "Doggy! Doggy!" I see the white dot, take a big breath, dive down. And there's this dogtooth that has come in on the fish that our mate let go, took a few little kicks towards him, and he did one last turn, and I pulled the trigger. No one was on the float line. Luke was kicking. It was just chaos. Sharks like instantly on the dogtooth. You really want to get your hands on that float line, everyone working hard to pull up that tuna as quick as you can. Our mate, he dove down instantly and it kind of asserts your dominance in the water, saying like, no, this is my fish. It will keep the sharks away. Our mate managed to secure a second shot. Thanks to Luke, he put a third shot in the doggy. No way in hell am I letting this fish get away from us. And we came up to the surface and everyone was just like screaming. It was insane. I was shaking, like, I just couldn't believe it.
Got it!
out of the water. It's just really special to feel like you're capable of doing something like that. When you spearfish in Vanuatu, especially if you get a big fish, it's out of respect for the local tribes. You always give them a portion of your catch. We filleted part of the guy, kept the big fillets, and then gave the head and the skeleton and some of the meat to the local chief in the village so they can enjoy it. So we passed up the tuna in this, this banana leaf basket and gave it to the chief. And we were having tuna for breakfast, that was for sure. We cooked some tuna fillets. This was all before 9 AM as well. I think the only regret was not being able to bring all of that 26 kilos of meat home to Australia to share with everyone. It tasted so good.